Mother sauces are the bedrock of French cuisine. The first is the roux. It's the basic. I've got a hot pan here, and in is going 75 grams of unsalted butter. Immediately the butter begins to melt. The difference between a white roux and a brown roux is that the white roux is mild in flavor, where the brown roux has been developed. The butter has been caramelized and browned, and the difference is intensity of flavor. Right now I'm going to start by making a white roux. So I've got 75 grams of butter and 75 grams of unbleached white flour. I'm just going to whisk those together. And what starts to happen immediately is the roux turns into a paste. This will need to be cooked for about 5 minutes on low heat to make sure that we really cook it completely. We don't want that flour flavor in whatever we add it to. Roux can be stored cold in the freezer. You can roll it into little tubes and then just slice off a piece of it to drop in something that you need to thicken. Today we're going to be making a bechamel, which is the next step in mother sauces, and we're going to add cold milk to this hot roux, which will give us expansion very, very quickly, making it smooth and luxurious instead of lumpy. Now that the roux has cooked for a couple minutes, it's ready for 1 liter of milk. We're going to use whole milk, and you can see the moment we start to pour it in, what happens is the milk will almost instantly begin to thicken because of the roux. It's important to use a cold liquid or a hot roux, or a hot liquid and a cold roux. That way you'll really make sure that you have absolutely no lumps in your bechamel. And this is a bechamel, so another one of the mother sauces, a base for the next sauce that we're going to prepare, which is a Mornay. Got some fresh nutmeg that's going in. Nutmeg is very fragrant and classic in the bechamel. And what you should do is really stay with this and just whisk it. It'll come along. Man, that nutmeg is beautiful. I'm going to put a little pinch of white pepper in. We want to keep this sauce white, so we're going to give it a little bit of depth with a little bit of heat, a little bit of fragrance from the nutmeg. Now that the bechamel has thickened up nicely, I've got some beautiful shredded Gruyere to go in. It's very fragrant, and it's going to make a gorgeous textured sauce. Mix that thoroughly, and we've very simply gone through roux, bechamel, and Mornay in no time at all. And what you end up with is a base for many, many sauces. This Mornay is very common in macaroni and cheese, used to top vegetables. And you'll see as we go through the series that the bechamel will come up time and again. This is one to practice at home, there's no question.